from time I bang it some. Chill off in your crib and have a thing running in the stank or some. Love you like my father did.
What's up, everybody? It's Enigma here. So today we're checking out a channel that I've looked into a bit ago. Actually, I saved it and I forgot that I had saved it, and I'm going through my subscriptions and I recently found it again. This channel is called Barely Sociable. I haven't seen any of their videos, so I don't know how they're gonna be, if they're good or not. Hopefully they are. They seem to do a lot of different stuff. This one particularly is called Who's the Canadian Unidentified Maximum Security Prisoner? So that seems interesting to me, so we're gonna check it out. It's about 9 minutes, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and hopefully I'll enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Hello again, and welcome back to the channel. I must say, after spending so much time sifting through case files, I generally find myself becoming desensitized to mysteries involving true crime. However, every now and again, I must admit, one topic will follow me for months on end, and I think we all have that one individual case that we just want so desperately solved, and there hasn't been much coverage of this particular topic, so I thought I would do a video on it. This one definitely gets the mind going, so let me begin to tell you all about Canada's most mysterious maximum security prisoner. And the story all begins on October 28th, 2012 in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, when a man had arrived from a flight from Cuba bearing a French passport. He claimed it was not his first visit to Canada, and he said he had originally come 6 months earlier and had left a week before for his friend's sister's funeral wake. As this would turn out, this was a lie. He was still given a 10-day visitor visa, and when he went to a Days Inn where he had a reservation, he also had $3,000 in his bank account and a return ticket. However, he would never actually end up leaving the country, and 6 months later, he would be arrested for a completely unbelievable scam. And when he was arrested, he would go by the name Herman Emmanuel Fankum. And the scam that he ended up getting arrested for was known as a black money or wash scam. Fankum and 4 other co-conspirators, who are yet to be identified, responded to a Toronto real estate ad claiming that they had money coming in from South Africa that they would use to pay for a property. However, the money was coated in a special black coating to disguise it so they could get it out of the country. And in order to remove the coating, they needed a certain expensive chemical, and in order to convince the wary buyer, they even demonstrated how the chemical would work. And after they demonstrated the process to the man, he was told that he needed to put money down for this special chemical in order for him to receive a cut of the cash that would be coming in. And unfortunately for him, the black money turned out to be fake, and he had been out about $450,000 by the time he figured it out. Officers arrested Fankum at a hotel where he was staying under another name. He did not have his passport with him. Once the police had realized that he was a visitor of Canada and his visa had expired, they had called Canada Border Services Agency, or the CBSA. The CBSA stayed his criminal charges in order to expedite his removal from Canada, but there was a problem. Herman Emmanuel Fankum was not who he claimed to be. In fact, officials could not figure out who he
looks
really
like that
was.
hacker from
And
Bad
since
Boys.
this is a mystery video, you probably know where this is going. At first, he was cooperative, but once his identity was brought into question, he became defiant. At one immigration detention review hearing, he told the adjudicator to go to hell when all she had done was simply ask for confirmation that she was speaking to the right person. And over the course of 4.5 years, he has refused to attend 51 detention review hearings. He's told people to go fuck themselves, he's claimed that he's been kidnapped, and the situation has spiraled so far out of control that the judge stated, "This court's impression is that the unknown person considers himself to be a director of a play, and Canadian authorities are but actors subject to his direction." Because he can't be deported to his...
Alright, pause real quick. Alright, so he definitely has he's got those criminal mind tendencies, kind of like Ted Bundy did. Kind of how like the Unabomber had that kind of mind where they like playing games with the police, with the authorities. They like thinking that they're in control, and it seems like here he's getting the better of them because they can't identify him. Now, I don't know how stuff like that works. I know, like with Ted Bundy, it took a while before they actually found out that he actually was Ted Bundy. But I'm sure I don't, like I said, I don't know, like, if they run blood tests, fingerprints, data, and DNA. I don't know how they can actually find out who that person is, other than just putting it out on the news and hoping that it goes global, and have people help them identify who that person is, assuming those people would want to speak out. I honestly, I don't know how something like that works. I don't know what they would do in that situation, but I mean, it seems pretty interesting so far that they don't know who he is, and it looks like, even though he is in prison, it looks like he's kind of winning the game right now because they don't know who he is. So.
Home country, he's somewhat caught in a legal loophole. I will note, throughout all of the 51 detention review hearings, he demanded to speak with French diplomats because he claimed to be French working in England. And when given the opportunity to meet with them, he still refused to go twice. And the extent of this person's defiance has gone as far as where he will not allow people to take pictures of him and has fought off giving any kind of fingerprint. And that seems to make sense, as it's very hard to find any other photos of him online. And there doesn't appear to be any video footage of him either. Getting back to him being French, a later tip from Interpol informed authorities that he had previously faked a birth certificate to gain various travel and identity documents in Paris. On top of that, there was no one named Herman Emmanuel Fankum in the French registry.
Obviously.
French authorities stated that they did not believe he had a criminal record in France and that they believed he was from Cameroon. But where this gets incredibly interesting is when France busted a forgery ring in 2009. Where after an extensive investigation into this ring, one person had actually admitted to creating a forgery by the name of Herman Emmanuel Fankum. Apparently, whoever had the passport at that time was arrested attempting to board a flight to Canada, of all places, and for some reason he was released. I couldn't find any press on this forgery ring bust in 2009 outside of this article I'm referencing. However, I did find one in 2008, but this does seem to be a bit contradictory. You'd think that the person who was caught using a fake passport would at least have the thing confiscated from them. An investigator from Cameroon told the CBSA that they believed Fankum had used to be a clothing vendor there who had moved to Britain, and even showed a picture of the man in the area where he had supposedly lived. In Britain, police turned up a positive fingerprint match between Fankum and another identity, Buon Emmanuel Fabile, a citizen of Cameroon. And as if the situation couldn't get more convoluted, it also matched the identity of 3 other men, one from Cameroon, one from Haiti, and one of unknown origin. This same person had also been arrested in England twice, and had stayed in prison under 2 different names. And might I add, both charges were for fraudulent documents. And while it does not disclose the full details, it does say that he also appeared in a German database, which potentially means that he spent some time there too. This whole situation is completely ridiculous, and we're no closer to getting his true identity, and despite all of these resources going into finding who this man is, it is still truly unknown. Naturally, you have to ask, who the hell is this guy? No connection to family, financial investment, or anything alike. This person seems to be a nomadic serial fraudster, and while he remains in prison, he continues to refuse to cooperate, leaving himself in illegal limbo. He is simply known as the unknown person, and this naturally begs a ton of questions, with the largest being, how did this person get into these circumstances where their preferred alternative is staying in a maximum security prison? And it's gotten to the point that in June of 2018, an IRB adjudicator had ordered the man to be released because they were simply so fed up with the situation. And while that was denied and he still remains in jail, it leaves us to speculate heavily, especially when in 2019, the details of this hearing and this case have been made private. And to quote another National Post article,
how can you just have that one picture of him? Like, even if he doesn't want to cooperate, like, he's in a maximum security prison. Like, why don't you just strap him down and take pictures from him from different angles? Get the stuff you need from him. Like I said, record him while he's asleep. Detain him, strap him down, record him while he's strapped down. I'm sure if you strap him down, he'll definitely be talking. He'll definitely be bitching at you. So there you got his voice right there too. At least if they don't recognize what he looks like, because maybe plastic surgery or whatever, they could recognize the voice. I don't know. This seems weird. I don't really know what the hell, man. Just what the hell.
It would write, The mystery of the unknown person may never be publicly solved after the Immigration and Refugee Board made hearings on the case private as an accommodation to his legal counsel's concern the unidentified imprisoned man may disclose information that would be harmful to his own case. And to quote further, his case is being heard by Immigration Division of Immigration and Refugee Board, the IRB, where hearings must by law be open to the public, similar to court trials, except under exceptional circumstances. This whole situation is so incredibly bizarre, and while the reasoning...
But if he's holding information about himself because it could be harmful to his case, or because of past things that he may be accused of, he's already at a maximum security prison. He's already going to be there for life. The only thing worse could be a death sentence, and even then you'll be on death row for years. So it can't be that. I mean, this guy, I don't think cares if he rots in prison or not, and something tells me that he probably doesn't feel the death penalty either. So it's not that. Something, for one reason or another, he does not want his name out there, and this is pretty bizarre.
Cited is not to create any additional distress to the man's mental health and not have any media coverage on the situation. It really leaves everything wide open for interpretation. We do know that he's involved with some ring of fraud, that's for sure. However, the bizarre series of arrests with little to no background info makes this person a walking ghost. One of the main theories that has been circulating around is that he's some sort of spy. However, one major counterpoint to this is that spies probably wouldn't be involved in this kind of fraud, and the fact that they target someone from a Craigslist ad seems even more off character. However, I have to question, how was he able to get that passport back in the first place when he was arrested back in France, and the other 2 times he was arrested in England? And this definitely does make sense. However, the connection to Cameroon, if he is actually from there, might make it a lot easier for someone like this to go under the radar. Many people look for any opportunity to get out of a developing country and look for greener pastures. But on the other hand here, this doesn't explain why this person was traveling around and around and around. While I like to generally lean on some conclusive theory at the end of these videos, I really don't know in this case. However, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this. This is Barely Sociable. Have a good night.
And that's... what the hell, man? That's so weird. That was really good. That was my first Barely Sociable video, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it's got me. I don't know. Well, let me know what you guys think, because I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's definitely an interesting one. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments, your theories in the suggestions. Leave comments of your theories in the comment section below if you have any. I would like to look up more on this, to be honest. If you guys have heard about this or seen any other videos, drop me links. I'll check them out. I'll react to them if you guys want. I did not think this was going to be as weird as it was, but this is pretty weird. So anyways, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.